Hi guys, I have not posted a video in like a year, 2 years, I'm not sure, but welcome back. I recently have been posting more, so I thought I would post over here too. How awesome is that? I guess, I don't know. Well, today I'm going to be touring, sorry about the shadow by the way, but I'm going to be touring one of my least favorite sketchbooks ever. Sketchbook, as I put it on the back, sketchbook number 11. You can't really see it because this thing low-key, like, my camera angle is really weird, so sorry about that, but this thing fell apart, it's fallen apart multiple times, so it's been glued back together so many times that I gave up on it. But because of that, I kind of used it as a throwaway sketchbook, which, awesome. But yeah, let's get straight into this thing. So this one's a little weird because I started it my freshman year. I got what this sketchbook is, where I got it in Walmart like forever ago. So these first couple of sketches are from my freshman year, yeah. But they're kind of unimportant to what the main meat of the sketchbook today, so let's try to figure that out really quickly. Yeah, so these sketches are when I was having a SMP with a couple of friends and moving to Japan at the time, which is, well, I miss it. Some Splatoon OCs. These sketches are kind of unimportant, but I do like them still. More Splatoon OCs. I had a lot. My OC Devin, who I still draw to this day. His lore. Random sketch. My OC in that Minecraft SMP my friends were planning. OC for the SMP. We never actually got around to this SMP. A friend of mine who I decided to sketch. A illustration, because at this point my sketchbook was broken, so you can like kind of see where the sketch kind of comes in. And then this is the first and final page before we get to the actual meat of my sketchbook. I guess this is kind of an odd angle. So, yeah. We're gonna ignore that it has my phone number here. Shark Robot sticker, because I was really into Has-Been Hotel, or not Has-Been, what was it, Hell of a Boss, and like low-key I don't even like the show anymore that much, but it was funny, I guess. I started this, the rest of it I guess, in 2024. January 7th, and this thing gets me all the way through 2024. We have a couple of months missing, but it basically ends in November, I'm pretty sure. We got a couple of sketches. I was trying to get better at still life. I still am terrible at it, but you know what? We were getting somewhere. This is when I started keeping it as you can see in the title, my Greg Heffliness. I drew whatever was happening that day. So I was drawing my phone, drawing some props from, we were doing puffs at the time. I was called a death buddy. That was really fun. Honestly, the sketchbook kind of is a little sad, but I think it's better to laugh at it and show that you can use your sketchbook for whatever the fuck you want to do. And, yeah. Some clowns. I remember this girl that, like, everybody found her so annoying, and I kind of felt bad at times, but she was kind of a mess. She was like, why are you drawing clowns? Because I was drawing this in class, and I was like, I like clowns? And she's like, oh, that's weird. You're weird for that. And I was like, okay. You know what? We're gonna move past that. But she's interesting, yep. Little poem. You can try to read it. My handwriting is so bad, but, this was when I was, working at the movie theater. And this is me putting up the sign, I guess. So, a lot of these illustrations are just how I saw myself at the time, I guess. You can see it's very reminiscent, nostalgic, I guess, for me, because I've already moved, and this was literally a year ago, but yeah. Sketches of, shoes, Tom from Ed's World, Bilbo Baggins, a couple of other things. This sketch, I like it. I want to create this idea, but I never can understand how. That's me, because this is dealing with emotions, and this is after those emotions. I don't know. I drew this kind of significantly after. One of my friends at the time told me this looks like the you have two wolves inside of you, and I thought that was funny. Is there a page in between? No, there's not. Little sketch. This reminds me of my friend who I mean, I still talk to her today, so that's good, but yeah. What's funnier is that she did get turned into the witch in one of our theater productions, so yeah. We got a little, I was trying to make stickers for school, and this is one of the ideas I had. I don't know about this one. And then I think, yeah, I was also designing a logo for our astronomy club that actually got turned into a shirt, which is pretty cool. My friend sketches, which is awesome. Like that. I think those are some of her OCs. Yep. Though. More ideas. I like this one better than the other one, but yeah. Working on still life again. More still life. I started a challenge for myself for school, I guess, to get better at something, and I guess that didn't come out right. Tom from Ezreal again, and then some stuff I saw at work. Yeah. Curry, I guess. Clowns. Schoolwork. This is also from my junior year of high school, so if you guys have been through junior year, you know it's kind of the worst. Drawing of me on the bus with a little coffee and whatever was in front of me. You can't even really see it that well. That's unfortunate. Day 3, I guess I did this one before I did that one, so go figure. But I was in the hospital to get blood work, from what I remember, because everybody's like, why are you tired all the time? I was like, I don't know. And nothing ever actually came from that. So I was watching Shane and Ryan. It doesn't even look like them, but that's okay. I went skiing. This is a little drawing of ski stuff. I mean, this part of the sketchbook is kind of boring, but we get more into it. Day 8, my computer in class. Awesome sauce. Day 7 was my room. I drew stuff from my room. You can kind of see from the plushies. But yeah, from the posters. I didn't even have that room by the time I moved out. I think we were waiting at the dentist right here. And this was at work. I think. Yeah, probably at work. Most definitely. Day 12, I was at the library. Day 11, I was in class. This was like, so the main theme of why I have these days is because you're supposed to like do like 30 minutes a day to get better at something, or like 15 minutes a day to get better at something for 30 days. And I actually never finished this challenge. You'll see, I only got to day 14. But yeah, or something. Day 14, no, this was in a coffee shop. Day 13, on the couch. Day 15, I just drew a shoe. And then I gave up after that. This is when I started drawing the Eraserhead baby. I don't even remember why I did that. There's like something under the sticky note that I didn't like. Oh yeah, a little edgy, but yep. And this is when I start using this thing to mark my days. I was on the bus, back from soccer, very tired, very drawing, and this is probably what I looked like on the bus. I guess I was going through a lot of, do you realize what is it, when you see yourself kind of in third person? This is basically what I was going through, but that's how I saw myself all the time. We got my friend over here, me forgetting stuff, a vending machine. It's cold, it was really cold. This was, drawing I did of AP Psych. This is my friends at our table. We added another friend over here, and I couldn't even draw him in. What the heck? How dare I? He's pretty cool. My friends. But yeah. I always draw skulls, so that's a common theme sometimes. Character OC I have, I wanted to paint this, and then I never got around to it, so I might still do that, but yeah. Wow. Cows. Yeah, I don't even remember why I was drawing cows. Another little sketch of me, and somebody said draw a rat on a skateboard, so I did. Yeah. I was having trouble in AP, or not even AP, Calc, and this is drawings of me in Calc class, and just in the hallway, I guess, or I don't even remember. Cowboy hats, I guess, I was drawing. Sorry if, like, this shadow gets in the way. My bad. My alien OC, I guess. Not really. This was kind of a sketch. And then more clowns, as you can guess. Because I freaking love clowns. Going to soccer, my mom decided to put my hair up in this. And I hated it. Because they were so, it's like thin little braids on the tops of my head. And they twirled up like this. I hated it. Me in class, I was probably sick. Because I can see the mask drawn on. That's what the mask is. Creeper singing Radiohead. Creep. Another drawing of myself, I think. I don't remember. On the bus, again, in a similar pose as earlier, coming back in my pajamas. Drawing on the bus. So this is probably also drawing on the bus. Going through it a little. You can see, like, it's late. I'm getting home late every day at that point. Yeah. Did not want to be at school, I can tell you that. Feet. Ew. My persona. I would just have, like, little edgy things saying whatever all the time. I was going to work this day, I remember this, because I got some coffee, and then I drew the bag that I got the coffee in. And my legs did indeed hurt that day. I feel like I'm sighing a lot. It's just because I'm talking a lot, so I have to, like, breathe out. Yeah. My OC is drawn a little silly. I quite like this face right here. But yeah. Saw, 2004. I was, like, trying to develop this, like, little art style, I guess, kind of, where I just draw in, like, the 2000s. I guess, like, this. This is Will Graham from Hannibal. Yeah. Kind of a sketch of my workplace when we had people coming in all the time. I don't know. At home, working on homework. I actually never did homework, so that's a lie, but trying to do homework. At work, we had, like, this popcorn. There's a popcorn machine behind me. You can't even tell that much. But it's called Big Popper's Watching You, and that was, like, Big Brother's Watching You. You can always see I'm dating what this happened. So a lot of this happens in the span of not that long. But yeah. I was doing a book report on Joan of Arc, or Joan d'Arc. That was pretty fun. She's pretty cool. One Piece, I got into One Piece because of the show coming out. That was cool. That was fun. I hate how they transformed Chopper in the later seasons, but yeah, I love him in the beginning seasons, so yeah. This one, Spider-Man, this is supposed to be a character from Anpanman, but I actually don't like how I drew him there. I think I have it's, like, yeah. You kind of see him around my room if I ever show you what my room looks like, but he's there. Hatsune Miku, and then I drew myself right there. Yeah. This is so weird to go over, because, like, obviously, it's been a year, but so much has changed in that year. Writing an essay at 1:19 a.m. Don't do that. These are my characters that I want to create a series for eventually. Yeah. They're pretty cool. I don't know who these two are, but they're there. Drunk Murder. I wanted to create all the Tally Hall characters, or not characters, people, and then I just drew Rob Cantor, and that's it. Yeah. My leg kind of hurts, falling asleep. There's me, again. I always draw myself. Because, yeah, you can tell from the title what this is about. Honestly, if you're going through something and you just want to, like, get it out. I don't remember this year, but I have this to recall it. So if you're going through something, just pull a Greg Heffley, you know? We're gonna blur this page out, but I was being kind of edgy over here. For no reason. There's a coffee cup, though. Yeah. Metallica-esque 80s, 90s metal style? I don't know. Hannibal stuff. Yeah, awesome. Some marker sketches, like a Crayola marker. I probably just wanted to put some color in here because this sketchbook is mostly just pen, which is fine, but also, you know, yeah. March 10th, so yeah, definitely, like, from March, I think it's like March 2nd over here to March 10th, I was just drawing, because this sketchbook is tiny, 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 tiny. Just drawing in bed. This is based on a sketch I did, where I just draw myself in a bag labeled lies, and this is me just taking off the bag, because it was on my face, I guess. Moment. March 11th. Sometimes I jumped around in the sketchbook, so yeah, because most of this is from my junior year, I want to say. I drew stairs from memory, and then my little demon OCs. My friend again drawing, and then this was me in AP Lang with a little coffee cup, because I always had something warm to drink. Even now, I'm drinking tea in the background. Yeah. My jersey, I guess. Me crossing my arms. Me in my big shirt. My laptop. Well, not mine, but my calculator. I think I made this for TikTok. I don't even remember. My phone and a milk tea. We're getting somewhere. You can see how much this thing wanted to break apart, like on the seam. But yeah, that's edgy. I was creating a logo. That's all I'm gonna say. But never actually sent this to the guy. Whoops. If you're saying this, why are you watching this? That's what I gotta say to that. But yeah, OC sketches. I never figured out how I wanted to draw Devin, so there's that. That is Devin right there, but I never found out how I wanted to draw him. I went shopping. I always go shopping, I guess. My OC, his name is Kabuto, because that just means beetle in Japanese, and he's silly, but yeah. This was from Chipwreck 64. I really like that game. This drawing's so funny to me, and I just like it. It's just silly. I think I have, yeah. I got like this pen thing from work that I kind of low-key stole. Yeah, teeth, figures, not that well, but yeah. This is when I got a fever and I threw up, after waking up. I even said it. Before drawing all this, I drew this. Like, I just drew this one, and then I was like, I feel so sick, you know? And then I showed this, because I actually did have a fever, and then I drew this. I had a fever! I actually threw up! Cleaning my room over here, but tree, and this is me, in the car, about to throw up. Drew this in April, I can tell, because of the date, and I was in the train, and this is a friend, used to be a friend of mine, yeah. I slept through the night till 4 a.m. I was on a long haul. I was in the bus, sick. I think I had pink eye from how stressed out I was. It's just, like, gross, because, like, all my friends are like, how did you get pink eye? But I genuinely think it was just, I was so stressed out that my immune system was failing on me. So, like, I don't even know how to explain that to you. I had a Wendy's burger in Japan. It was not that great, but it was something. I think this is supposed to be Lisa Frankenstein right here. This is me on the bus, being sick. Joel. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to draw Joel. Smallish Beans. The Smallish Beans guy. I went to Shibuya with my friends over here. You can tell how jolly I am from this. Trying to figure out how I wanted to draw Joel again. Yeah. I drew some pens. I drew my pony OC as a person, because she would rock the flip-flops with capris, and then tea, and then I don't know what this was about. The fursonas. Heck yeah. Somebody brought in stamps in class. And that was fun. Yeah. Beetle. I was trying to figure out how I wanted patches. me going somewhere for school. I think it was a field trip. I got a walrus keychain, and I got it because I love the movie Tusk. I know. Who doesn't love Tusk? But yeah. My OCs, I love them. I very much do. Yes. On the bus with my friend, who's awesome. I miss my wife tails. That was silly. At work, probably during the summer. I got more into Smiling Friends, I guess. Again, this is Gerard Way, if you didn't know. Yeah. I drew myself how I think I would be drawn in Smiling Friends. My Smiling Friends OC that I never draw anymore. But you know what? New season's out, so I will draw him soonish. I don't know. Me at work. My Alien OC. And then my Smiling Friends OC. Awesome sauce. Patch guy, I guess. Band-Aids. Me. I was at the airport, I guess. Drew my phone. There's Charlie. OC again. I don't know. My OCs, I don't know if I want to make them girlfriends yet, but yeah. They're an alien and a demon. I went back to Guam, and then I was there for a competition that I didn't even want to be there for, but yeah. Frankenfurter. Yep. Why did I write Frank D. Furter? It's like Monkey D. Luffy. But yeah, my plane ride back. I didn't draw that much, so there's that. Somebody gave me a pen, and I had fun with that pen. As you can see right here. You guys want to read what that says? You know what? Pause the video whenever you can. I'm literally showing you, like, my drawings from, like, my worst year ever, so if you want to read it, I really don't care. I was at a laundromat, and I wrote some poems down. More patch ideas. Or logo ideas. I don't know. I really don't know. I was drawing my vampire OCs. I drew myself as a vampire, because what else are you gonna do? I drew Rory, I guess, from My Babysitter's a Vampire. This is nearing, summer. I can tell, because this is when I went to Korea for the first time. We went for a trip, and I freaking hated the shirt they had us wearing. Is because, yeah, right here, you can see that. Drew Joel. Figured out how I wanted to draw Joel. Paperwork. This is probably when I was getting back into school. More Joel. There's me. I got piercings. Huzzah. Water. No, not water, but whatever that is. Drew a dolphin. Drew myself. Back at school. Drew Mount Fuji. Drew my phone. Drew my computer at the front. The teacher who was in this classroom was mean. So mean. Oh my goodness. I hated that guy. My light keeps flickering, but this one isn't. Huzzah. My jar of stars. Yes, I actually have a jar of paper stars. My cat, who I got new that year. He's been with me for a year now, and he's annoying, but I love him. Moomin, my little I Heart Australia koala. I've never been there, but I have a little I Heart Australia koala. I think I was getting, you can definitely tell I was getting into X-Men. I'm out of breath. I like this page. It's okay. I really appreciate how I drew Mr. Beast right here. I think there was, like, this is when he released his Lunchables, because I called it Moldly. Or his, I don't even remember what he called it, but I called it Moldly right here. Dual Federalism. I love the pen I got, so you can see the sketches right there. There's not really much to talk about on this page, but there is. But yeah, I'm gonna skip past it. Okay. I was calling used to be friend, but I got into cabaret. We were reading Frankenstein at the time. By the time date, I can see that. And I thought this is just a funny illustration to me. I went to Brain Bowl, which is quiz bowl for nerds. That's fun. I don't know. wrote more poems, watched Dead Poet Society, cried about Dead Poet Society, drew a bunch of flowers. I like this page, but yeah. I think this was my first time performing live for Puffs, or one of our first performances, I guess, because I can tell, because it's like, I did it, can I do it again? Something like that. Something. Me drawing in bed, you can tell my proportions are really off, but that's okay. Cabaret doodles, I like this one the best. I just realized I've been talking for like 30 minutes straight, but we're almost done. Vending machine, this is my first time getting Posca markers, and I absolutely loved this illustration. Like, low-key, this is one of my best illustrations ever. And it's not even a medium that I normally, or not even a style I normally do, but I love it. I drew it while waiting for friends. But yeah, trying to draw myself on the train, failed. Kirk Wagner. I don't know what this is about, but yeah, and then, to end it off, I did a drawing I never finished, so that was fun. But yeah, my sketchbook that I had to, you know, yeah, it's still falling apart, but alright. If you guys like the video, please like it. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe, please comment, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to do next, or if you have ideas for me, or if you hated it and wanted to tell me. Any of those are fine. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.